Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for SPIEGELMOM Scraps. And again, this month we partnered with Miranda and she makes beautiful sketches. You'll find the links in the description box below for Miranda's shop. You can grab her sketches as well as sequins from SPIEGELMOM Scraps. And so for my layout today, you saw the sketch at the beginning of the video, and I am going to go ahead and use that. I believe it's from her sketchbook 1, and it was sketch number 5. So I'm going to go ahead and use that for my layout today. I did end up rotating the sketch. If you saw it at the beginning of the video, I did turn it on its side. So that's what you're going to see me do here first, is build my background. Now I did do a little bit of work off camera in that I have created that little Mickey head from a die to go with the Mickey head headband that my daughter has in the photo, her Mickey ears. And so I did do a little bit of work off camera. I'm also using my How to Kill a Kit with Style for the second quarter of the year. So at the end of June we'll show what we have left over, and then next month will be the new kit. So I am using that kit, and I have taken one of the pattern papers, which you see me cutting the center out now. That is going to be part of my background. So I'm going to have that one, and then this purple floral. Those are going to make up the majority of my background to mirror the pattern papers or the layers that are in the background of the sketch. So I am going to get this all cut up here. I am going to back this pattern paper, this sort of plaid pattern paper, on this blue cardstock, and I do apologize, my camera, at least from the screen that I'm looking at, it definitely has a hard time adjusting on that plaid pattern paper, so hopefully it wasn't too hard on your eyes. It does get better with the purple on top of it. So here I'm just trying to figure out how big I need to make that purple, because it doesn't take up the whole page, so I'm just trying to figure out the sizing of how I want to cut that down. So here you'll just see me playing with exactly where I need to put it. I want to say that this is about a 10 and a quarter maybe ish. I think when it's all said and done, I think I end up taking it back in and cutting it down a little bit more, but I might do that off camera. But I want to say it's about a 10 and not a 10 and a half, 10 and yeah, 10 and a quarter probably, if I had to guess. I'm not 100% sure, but that is, there you see it. That's going to go for my background. And like I said, I do cut it down slightly off camera because it is a little too large right now. And once I have this, I'm going to come back in with the other bits and pieces. So I have this, which was a scrap already. I'm going to take that pattern paper. I had this half circle that I cut from another pattern paper from my kit, so that's going to work perfectly for the circle at the top of this. And then I'm going to also cut this scrap of pattern paper, and I am going to use it as one of the other strips that are going to go behind that blue. So that means I am going to cut that, but it's going to be hidden by my photo, so you'll never know that it was actually cut in half. And I will say that a lot of my papers, so the blue one and the purple, those are both printed from the digital collection of this Poppy and, was it Poppy and Ivy, something like that. Bivalent, I think, was the, I think she is the designer of this collection. But anyway, that's the collection of pattern papers that most of this is coming from my kit. So these are digital prints. And so now you see my background is down, and once that was done, now it was just a matter of playing with all the fun bits and pieces that I pulled for this particular layout. As you can see, I am definitely keeping toward that sort of purple and blue theme for all of my colors. So that is basically what I did, is I went through my kit and grabbed embellishments that made up those colors. So I got a lot of purple on this page, which I really think is fun. I don't use a ton of purple, so it was definitely fun to pull out the purples and use those up. So I'm just placing a whole bunch of florals down here at the bottom. I have hot air balloons at the top, which have really nothing to do with my photo, which is just of my daughter in her Mickey ears before we set out to go to the parks. And so I just liked the look of it. And I did add some little fabric hearts as well to add just a different texture to the page. So I'm just going to fuss around with this cluster here on the bottom. The sketch doesn't actually call for specific places for embellishing, so I decided to go sort of on a vertical, or not a vertical, but a diagonal design for my embellishments. So once I get all of this in place, I'm going to go off camera and glue all of these little bits and pieces down, and then we're going to come back once this is glued and add our sequins, which is what is going to finish up this page. I do pull in some little puffies. I think I put one in each cluster, not a ton. I think I have the rainbow up at the top, and then just these little sprigs of florals, and I think that black little leaf bit gets down here in the bottom cluster, and that's all that's going to come off of that. I am using an acrylic with the Weekend Shenanigans on the top of the layout for my title. Yeah, definitely lots of fun when we go to Disney, and so I decided that was kind of perfect for the title. So here is everything glued down, and we're going to finish this page up with some sequins. I did pull out 2 older sequin mixes. I am not sure either one of these are available in the shop, but you can definitely find ones with similar color in the shop currently. Mine are Mama Time, and I think Dream Big is the name of the other one. You can see them up there in the corner. And so I'm just going to dot on the diagonal just a random mix of the sequins. I kind of just put some glue down, dotted it around, and I'm using sequins from both mixes. Like I said, sticking to the sort of purpley tone and the blues and the turquoisey blue-green, and even some of the white that are in both of these mixes. So it definitely adds a nice little sparkle to the page. So I'm going to finish it off by adding some more of the sequins here in my bottom, and that is going to wrap this page up. Like I said, I'll have links in the description box below for the shop and for Miranda's sketches. Be sure to check those out. And still photos will be coming up next, so don't forget to check out the Facebook group as well. See all the inspiration with Miranda's sketches this month and what other designers are creating. And with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.